let's be brutally honest here. We're in big trouble. Next season's going to be the same nonsense. And there's no denying it. Buying Mbeumo and Cunha is like buying a set of brand new rims for a Fiat Punto that's been ragsed out, smashed up, a dinger. Buying a fresh pair of rims and putting it on a dinger. That's exactly what we've done. It's not going to fix anything, right? And here, no one has the answers as to why players that go Man United absolutely get wrecked, ruined. Their careers go down the drain, right? And I'm going to tell you why. The spine of our team, the midfield, the base of our team, right, has not been fixed for how long now? How long now? Since Moyes inherited an older team, right? But since LVG onwards, ain't nobody, not one manager has fixed the spine of our team, our midfield, our base, our heartbeat, the way things tick over, right? Ollie had problems with it. He was getting mugged off for picking McFred over and over again. Let's have it right. McFred is better than what we have now. McFred shits on what we have now. No manager has been able to fix this midfield. And you can get all the Cunhas you want. You can get all the Sanchos you want. Yeah, I'm even going to throw Sancho in there. Yeah, he's a Wally, yeah. But the same can happen to Cunha. The same can happen to Mbeumo. They're just embellishment for something to its core is not right. It's not fixed. The building blocks are not there. Mainu is not the answer. Ugarte was shocking yesterday. Giving the ball away. Euro kept passing it to his midfielders, right? And they're too scared to turn around. They're too scared to turn around on the ball. They do not have the talent to do so. Both Mainu and Ugarte. They kept getting pressured. They kept going back to Euro. Which then forces Euro to go long. And bless him, he's pretty good at it, to be fair. Right? Mate, this will be the same shit next season, right? If we don't fix this midfield. I mean, I've been saying, a goalkeeper's part of this spine, yeah? A major part of this spine. But if we can get away without a striker now, yeah? We can play Mbeumo false 9. It's exactly what he did yesterday, right? They were all intertwining, but he started with Mbeumo false 9, exactly what I suggested. I am fine with that. In that first half, Cunha, Mbeumo, Bruno, Amad, there was some scintillating stuff. I'm not going to deny. I'm not just going to come here and be negative. Mbeumo's first touch was sensational. Bang, bang, out of his feet one time. He looked fantastic. Right? But this midfield, all it's going to do is bring Cunha into the dumps. He looks upset already, let's be honest. All it's going to do is bring Mbeumo down into the dumps. There was one pass in Mbeumo, he did really well, right? Collected the ball in defence. I don't know what he was doing back there. You know, our team has no bloody structure, but fair play, he's working hard. He ran through a few players to try keep hold of the ball, plays it back to Dallo. Dallo's just he's nowhere near on his toes. He's on his flat feet. Lets the ball run out of play, makes Mbeumo look like a Wally. Dallo needs to get out of this team ASAP. I've been saying it. We're still here playing Luke Shaw. How long? How long are we going to play Luke Shaw for? Mate, it is an absolute disaster. You know, this is only going to head one way, guys. This is only going to head one way. And that's Amorim not lasting past Christmas. Right? He did an interview saying, I want to be here for 20 years. Mate, you'd be lucky to see 2026, pal. You're off your head, mate. He's there sitting in pre-season. You saw his face. He looks even more stressed than he did at the end of last season. He's winging it, mate. He is winging it. Like, unless this core, this base gets fixed, I've either via buying midfielders, right? There's two ways to fix this, yeah? Buying better midfielders or figuring out a system that suits the players that we have and ticks like clockwork. Brighton manage it all the time. Brentford were managing it all the time. Figuring out a system that makes players look good. That is possible. But Amorim's not doing that. I'm not going to be all negative. The first half, right? Like I said, Mbeumo false 9 looked great. His touch and his link up looked sharp. There was some scintillating stuff between Bruno, Cunha, Mbeumo, Ahmad. It was fantastic. So there's positive signs there, right? And hopefully that will only grow, materialise and get better, right? But the same stuff keeps cropping up, you know. Bayern Deer, bless him. Oh, I mean, he seems like a nice fella, right? But he's just all over the gaff. He's completely all over the gaff. Bruno, even from the first minute, still running around like a headless chicken. Absolutely no structure. Yeah? Absolutely no structure. And we just can't get hold of the ball, right? Because Bruno's absolutely everywhere. And when he gets hold of the ball, he just hoofs it. Hoofs it somewhere. So many times Bruno was trying to play Hollywood passes across the... And it was just... It's the same thing with Bruno. You can't get hold of the game with Bruno running around. And it stems from Bruno. I'm going to be brutally honest. But Bruno steps up again. Still the best penalty taker in the world. I said this in my last video. I still think he is the best penalty taker in the world. And I had a few people say to me, no, Ivan Toney is and Cole Palmer is. So I did a quick chat GPT search. I'll pop it up here on the screen so you can look at it. By the looks of it, Cole Palmer's taken 12 and scored 12, according to ChatGPT. But I think he has missed one lately. But I can't think of it now. So he's technically 100%. Tony has also, I think, only missed one. And Bruno's missed a couple. But Bruno's taken a hell of a lot more penalties in his career in comparison to Cole Palmer. Tony's not far behind him in regards to the amount of penalties taken. But Bruno's taken way more high-pressure penalties. Having this shirt on makes the penalty 10 times harder. End of story. So for me, Bruno's the best penalty taker in the world, and I didn't even need to watch it. You know, I knew he was going to slot it. Mate, Dalot again. I'm just looking at my notes here. Absolutely shocking. Just all over the place. He brings absolutely nothing to the team. I mean, he must train well or be a good character around the environment, because I just don't see how he can play for Man United anymore. Look, on a more positive note, again, first half was positive. It was a shame Mbeumo had to go off in after the first half, because, I mean, the standard dropped straight away. Mbeumo looked fantastic, I'll give him that. But like I said, I'm going to make this point again. You can buy Cunha, you can buy Mbeumo. They're just a set of brand new rims that you're sticking on a dinger. The rest of the team is dinged out, bruv. It is dinged out. The engine's wrapped, mate. Engine's wrapped. You drive it 40 miles an hour, it overheats, you've got to pull over and let it cool down. We're wrecked. Our gearbox, bruv, is crunching every time we make a pass. Nothing's ever smooth. You can't change a gear with it sliding in. No. It's a mess. And sticking rims on ain't gonna fix it. I'm telling you it ain't. We drew 2-2. We drew 2-2. Ahmad just kicking it into his old goal. I don't know what he was thinking. It stems with Bayern Deer as well, though. He's all over the bloody place. But Ahmad, as much as he gives you going forward and he works hard, right, it's mistakes like that having a right wing back as a forward player in the right wing back position, that can happen. It can happen. That's one of the catch-22s of it, right? Second half came. Listen, let's finish on some positives here. Euro. I mean, I did a few videos on Euro and Mainu in pre-season, showing themselves in chains and all this. I thought it was a disgrace, right? And I said, focus on football. You finish 15th. You shouldn't be posting this stuff. I know you can post whatever you want, but you get paid enough to, just don't. Just don't. Right? Euro has been fantastic in pre-season. He looks like a solid signing. He's got a good touch. He's strong. He reads the game well. There was one last-ditch tackle where I think... Where was it? Was it Beto took a nice touch and on the turn or something like that? It might have been Dalot, actually. But Euro made a lot of last-ditch tackles. He was fantastic. But he's not helped because he plays it well out of defence to midfield. But our midfielders, Mainu and Guate, they were shocking. They were shocking. No one can tell me otherwise. And stop telling me Mainu's got this, he's got that, he's got this potential, he's got that. He's all right on a 1-2 playing in the cage in the block. Typical playing in the cage block player. Knocks it off the wall, goes round you. That's the only way he does it. He knocks it, has to pass to someone, quick 1-2, and he looks decent on the ball. Little cage football player. But as for an overall midfield baller, dictator, he ain't ready. He's nowhere near it. Nowhere near it. Dorgu came on and listen, he looked fantastic again. Needs to work on his end product. There was a chance where we look for him over the top all the time now, which is great. We know he's a threat. He could have played it to Højlund. Højlund went absolutely crazy because obviously Dorgu missed. Højlund boots the post and goes absolutely crazy. Mount, listen, I knocked him in a few videos ago. He's got that in his locker, right? That touch, that open up his foot and swing it in. That's about all he's got. But if he can keep that up a little bit in that pocket, turning and scoring, listen, it's better than what he's shown beforehand. He's hardly played. So if he can stay fit and not be quaver legs, then it's like a new signing. It's like a new signing. But I know I've come across very negative on this, but to summarise this video, right? You cannot buy these embellishment players, which is what Cunha and Mbeumo is. I know I made a whole video about how many goals they add, this, that and the other. But they add those goals in a team that has a good core and a good base, right? And a good style of play. You know, an engine that's turning, ticking over well. We're stalling all the time. Our midfield's a joke. Our midfield's a joke. We cannot string 5 passes together. I've said this a million times. The only players that strung 4 or 5 passes together were these embellishment signings. Cunha, Bruno, Ahmad, Mbeumo. They looked fantastic. They looked fantastic. There was times, I mean, it was scintillating. Bang, 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 bang. Like, oh my God, I can't believe what I'm watching. That's how we won the penalty. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't see... Based on yesterday, it just felt like same shit, right? And I don't see Amorim seeing 2026, never mind 20 years. And speaking of Amorim, right? Listen, I'm a personal trainer. I'm not here to fat shame anyone or anything like that. I don't believe in that, yeah? Listen, we're all on our journey. We're all trying to be healthy. We're all trying to be the best I can. But who's this geezer on his coaching staff? Completely out of shape. I'm not in the best shape in my life right now. But listen, it's a work in progress. This geezer's on the coaching staff for Manchester United, right? And he's taken up 2 seats, bruv. How is he showing up to training, telling players to do things? I just don't see, like, who is this fella on his coaching team? It's just ridiculous. And the geezer's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Like, the way you saw Yoro and Maino enjoying themselves on during the break, this guy's enjoyed himself double that. He's come back bigger in pre-season. I mean, I'm being harsh here, but I'm sorry. Lead by example. Amorim, have a word with your staff. Say, listen, I'm not expecting you to be here with a 6-pack. Amorim's in decent nick himself. He looks like he's put on a bit of size, actually. Fair play to him. You want to see that. Your coach in shape. It looks great. It leads by example. Listen, unless you're Sir Alex Ferguson, whatever, you don't need to be in shape to lead by example. But blimey. You've got a geezer that's got to be at least 60% body fat on the coaching staff. And he's wearing flipping medium. It's absolutely shocking. I feel bad saying this because of the industry I work in, and I don't like doing that. But it's just brutally honest here. Brutally honest. It's not looking good, guys. This is more of a rant than an in-depth video. Let me know what you think. I'm going to sign out of this one. To finish this off, Amorim, you want to be there for 20 years. You need to sort this midfield out, or you need to build a structure that works, mate. You know, you need to build a style of play that makes the players better, not highlights their weaknesses. Facts. Either that, or get some fucking midfielders that suit your style of play and can fucking collect the ball anywhere and play it anywhere. And for goodness sakes, get hold of Bruno. Just get hold of him and tell him to stay in the same fucking place. It's not looking good, guys. I'm going to sign out of this one. Catch you on the next video. Please like, subscribe, comment. Like I said, I get back to everyone's comments. So hopefully have a few to get back to after this. Let me know your thoughts. Am I being harsh? Do you see us improving this year? I don't. Let me know. Catch you on the next one.